Hello everyone. Today we are working on subtracting polynomials. And just like yesterday, we have horizontal and vertical strategies for subtraction. So for our first problem, we have 7y cubed minus 6y plus 15 minus the quantity of negative 5y cubed plus y squared minus 2y minus 8. So subtraction is just like adding the opposite. So what we can do is we can rewrite this to make it addition by keeping the same first polynomial, changing this subtraction to an addition, and then changing each of the signs of this polynomial. So instead of negative 5, it'll change to a positive 5. And this will turn into a negative y squared. This will change to a positive 2y. And this will change to a positive 8. And now this looks just like what we were working on yesterday. So I'm going to highlight our like terms. So we have our 7y cubed. So we have to find our other y cubed term, which is over here, this 5y. And that's it for our y cubed terms. And then we have this lonely negative y squared term. Doesn't have any like terms to itself. And then we have this negative 6y term with this positive 2y term. And then we have our final terms, which is this positive 15 and this positive 8. So now we're just going to combine these. So we're going to start with our yellow terms. So 7y cubed plus 5y is 12y cubed. And then we have this lonely pink term here, and we're just going to bring that down since it's addition. And then I'm going to move on to our blue terms, which is this negative 6y plus this 2y, which gives us a negative 4y. And then we have our green terms, 15 plus 8, which gives us positive 23. Double check that there's no leftover like terms, and there's not. So this is our final answer. So for our second problem, we have the quantity 5x squared plus 3x minus 6 minus the quantity of 3x squared minus x plus 5. So just like before, we're going to keep this first polynomial. We're going to change the subtraction sign to an addition sign. And then we're going to change each of the signs in front of these terms. So this positive 3x squared turns into a negative 3x squared. That changes to a positive x, and that changes to a negative 5. So now we're going to highlight our like terms. So we have this 5x squared, which is similar to this, is like terms with this negative 3x squared. And then we have this positive 3x here, which is like terms with this positive x. And then we have our negative 6 here and our negative 5 here. So now we can combine our like terms. 5x squared plus negative 3x squared is 2x squared. And then our positive 3x plus x gives us a plus 4x. And then our negative 6 plus our negative 5 gives us negative 11. Double check that there's no like terms, and there's not. So that's our final answer. So now we're going to move on to vertical subtraction. So for our first problem, we have a cubed minus 2a squared minus 3a squared minus 4a cubed. So what we're going to do first is keep this first polynomial. Change the subtraction sign to an addition sign. Change this positive 3a squared to a negative 3a squared. Change this to a positive 4a cubed. So now we're going to copy this first polynomial here. And then we're going to bring down and rearrange this second polynomial so that it's like the columns of this match with the like terms. So this 4a cubed is going to end up over here. And this minus 3a squared is going to end up here. And we're just going to add those together. So 4a cubed plus a cubed gives us a 5a cubed. And a negative 2a squared plus a negative 3a squared gives us a negative a squared. Double check that there's no like terms left, and there's not. So that's our final answer. On this second problem here, we have 3x cubed plus 4x squared minus 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus x. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy down this first polynomial. Change the subtraction sign to a plus sign. And then change all of the signs in here. So this 2x cubed turns to a negative 2x cubed. This changes to a negative 3x squared. And this changes to a positive x. So then we're going to copy this polynomial here. Now what you notice is that there's more terms in this polynomial than this polynomial because we have an extra x term here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a placeholder x term here as just a 0x. That doesn't change the value of that first polynomial, but it'll line all of these terms up better. And then we're going to bring this polynomial down. Make sure your like terms are lined up. We're adding now. So 3x cubed plus a negative 2x cubed gives us x cubed. Just enough room. And then 4x squared plus a negative 3x squared gives us a positive x squared. And then 0x plus x gives us a positive x. Check that there's no like terms. There's not. So this is our final answer. And that's it for today.